I'm Charlie, and today in this video we're going to be restoring this old vintage PlayStation 2. So as you can see, guys, this thing is not in very good condition. As you can see, it has some very cancerous stickers on either side. Lots of dust in the vents, as you can see. Otherwise, it should be in working condition. So the way I got this was I was walking in town with Ollie just yesterday, and I found this sitting next to a parking meter, and I decided to take it because it looked a bit lonely, and I thought I'd give it some love. So it is working. I turned it on. It made no bad noises. All the appropriate lights came on. The disc tray opened, but there was no disc. Now, I would like to mention that I already own the PlayStation 2's younger brother, the PlayStation 2 Slim. But the PlayStation 2 Slim is a far more different console. This one's a bit cheaper, and it requires a special AC connector, while the older PlayStation just requires the standard power cable that you'd see everywhere. Thank God that didn't break. But these things are built like tanks, apparently. But yeah, so let's get to the restoration. First up, let's remove these cancerous stickers. They do look a bit vintage for Radio Disney stickers, but I hate Radio Disney, and it's just going to give this thing more cancer than it already needs. It is in pretty good condition for something that's been left next to a parking meter, but everything does seem to be working. There, now it's not. Now it doesn't make me cringe to hold it. But yeah, so get rid of that. So next we should probably clean up the surface. So basically what I'm gonna be doing is, so I got a new roll of paper towels. Basically what we're gonna do, we're just gonna do the standard things you'd expect. Just clean it up with some alcohol. Just cover that up. And yeah. Got some white stuff here that I kind of want to remove. There should always be there's almost always a way to remove any dirt and grime from a case. You just have to put enough force into it. And yeah. I'm gonna have to refill my bottle pretty soon because it's kind of running out of stuff. If you want to get to these logos with Q-tips, it's always best to get this Q-tips and fill up one of these with some rubbing alcohol, and then you dip the Q-tips in, and then yeah. Basically what I do is I just spray it in here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more alcohol. Let me just refill this and we'll resume. So I just refilled it. So what I do is I always have an extra bottle of alcohol lying around, and I always like to refill the spray bottle because it's more convenient. So basically what you want to do with the Q-tips, if you want to get in like some tight spaces like a logo or a vent, all you gotta do is dip a Q-tip into a container of alcohol and just do this. Get into the grooves with the Q-tip, and yeah. So I'm gonna speed this up to make it more convenient for you. So yeah, I'll see you in a sec. So I finished, and overall it looks outstanding for an old system. The only thing that we have to fix is these vents. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a disassembly of the case pieces, so I can blast those vents with a hose. Otherwise, everything else seems to be relatively clean. Even the logo is clean, and I didn't even think my Q-tips could get in there. But yeah, I'm really excited I'm going to be really excited when this is finished, because I even ordered a bunch of parts off of eBay for this, and yeah, so let's disassemble. Let's get to the disassembly. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to flip over the console, and this uses the standard Phillips head screwdrivers. So it's going to be very easy to take apart one of these. There are no special screws involved. And yeah, it's just smooth sailing from here. Seems to be some scratching on the face here because the 2 rubber feet are gone, I guess. So that's number 1. I might see if there's going to be anything in the at the hardware store I could replace them with, because they're kind of worn out anyway. Oh, this is long. This is the longest screw I've ever seen. Oh, wow. I guess that goes through the entire case. Yeah, that goes down to like up to here. Jeez, that's a really long screw. And probably, I believe there's still some more screws. There's probably some screws under here. So let me get my flathead screwdriver bit out. Okay, it's a bit stuck. Trying not to damage anything, because this is something I'm actually going to use in the future, and I might probably do a video on this and some games that I have. That's not gonna work. All right, I'll check back with you. Because I'm not such an expert with PlayStation 2s, I decided to look up a disassembly guide on the PlayStation 2s. Shout out to Global Garage for a relatively good video that'll help me out. So all I'm trying to really remove is this part here. So all you have to really do is take away all these screws, and there's some screw covers that you have to remove the 2 feet and the screw covers. So yeah, we're going to remove those. So let's get started. So not too sure how to remove those. Let's remove the rubber feet first, because there should be some screws under here. Yep. Oh, what's very smart about this is that, look, they're not these feet aren't sticky. You can just pull them out and put them back in. That's smart, Sony. They actually know that people in the future are going to have these as a collector's item and want to take these apart. Very smart. Okay, let me see how I can remove these covers, because they're a bit hard. So all you really have to do is just lift this off with your fingernail, I guess. Oh, you can. Oh, that's easy. Oh, and it's the same thing with the feet. All right. Very nice disassembly, Sony. A bit hard to catch on. A bit hard to figure out at first, but once you watch Global Garage's guide to disassembling, it's all good. But yeah, so now that we have all this removed, now we can start the disassembly. So there's a screw here. There's a screw here, here, and here. So that's what I'm removing. So I'm going to speed it up. Guys, so I've successfully removed all the screws. There were a few other long screws. These 2 screws here are short, and the rest of them are long, strange screws. There's supposed to be a rubber foot here, 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 and here. I'm missing the one that's here and here, but it's fine. I'll just see if I can get some new ones at the hardware store. So basically, apparently, all you have to do is you can just remove this piece separately, which is all I'm trying to do. I believe you should probably remove the cover to this expansion bay. I guess you could put another hard drive in here or something for extra storage, but otherwise, all right. So now I should just be able to lift this off. Okay, it's coming off. Let me just. Brute force is not, and remember, guys, brute force is not the answer unless you want to unless you want to damage your devices. Okay, so it seems that I do have to remove all the screws, but you shouldn't have to. I don't think you should anyway, but yeah, I guess so. So anyway, I'm going to remove these other 2 screws here, because there are 2 more screws here and here. These ones are a bit stubborn. Alright, so one of them, and second one. Perfect. Thumb is probably the best finger to use for these. The screw still here. Alright, this is being a bit stubborn. And let's try the other screw, I guess. And now we should be able to lift it off. Gotta sort of... Okay. Here's some cracking. Doesn't... Okay. Alright, let me quickly just figure this out. And then I'll report back. So it turns out that the person in the disassembly guide actually has a different model. It's called the 10-screw model, where basically there are 2 more screws here, but I don't have them, and you should be able to lift this off. But as you can see, mine is like really on there, so I guess I'm gonna have to find another guide to take this apart. So I found a different guide. It's a bit hard to pronounce the maker of the guide's name, but all you have to do is just turn it around and carefully opening it up. Try not to break the cable for the power button. Oh, it's so dark in this room. But how am I supposed to get that? Uh-oh, is my case broken? Is that a broken part of the case? Or no, that's the board. Oh no, here. Guess you should just pull this out. I really don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Guess I was doing it right, so let's try one more time. And there we go. Button assembly is out. So now we have this case piece out of the way. It's a bit dirty. I'll clean that up a bit more once we get to the bottom. I really wish this was the 10-screw model because it would be a lot easier, but I guess we're going to have to disassemble the whole thing. Okay, so now that we're here, we can get more, we have more access to these contacts. So let's clean up these contacts. One of them is relatively clean, the other one's like extremely dusty. So let's clean this up. And there we have it, all clean. Let's do the other one for good measures. And clean. Just dry it up with the other side. And we're done. Perfect. Now our contacts are clean. I was a bit scared that I wouldn't be able to clean them, but I guess we can. There's some more contacts that I should probably clean for the memory cards over here. And yeah, I'll clean also. Clean this area, whatever. And there we have it, all clean. I don't really want to go farther into the console because I feel like that if I go farther than this, I'm going to damage something. Even just taking this out makes me feel like I'm going to damage something. So, you know what? I'm going to clean up this fan and see how I can clean the vents. Probably with Q-tips, but I'm just going to see what I can do. Because I really don't want to destroy this really nice console. So, yeah. I'm going to continue cleaning. Alright guys, so I finished cleaning up pretty much everything I could. The vents were a bit small, so I couldn't really clean them, and it kind of bothers me. But in the future, I'm gonna get. But I did find this special tool, and I'm gonna probably use it with this in the future. But yeah, so now that we have cleaned this up, we can put it back together and do some final cleaning on the outside. Okay, so, alright, so this goes here, like so. You know what? Let's get to the time. Alright guys, so I just finished cleaning it up and putting it back together. And to be honest, it looks a heck lot better than it did when I got it. And I want to test out to see if these two buttons here work. So let me get a cable and let's try. I got all the cables. Let's check if all the buttons work. So gotta turn it on. Alright, red light, that's good. This red light's on the button, which means it's good. Turn it on. Green light, good. Hear it turning on. And yeah, the buttons seem to be working. This is all it does. Uh-oh, this eject button isn't working. This button is, but... Oh shoot, the eject button doesn't work. Okay, let me disassemble it again and reassemble it, and yeah. So I've now in fact fixed the button. So the power button works and the eject button works. This is all it does. It never came with a disc, but it is pretty good. So this thing, basically what it can do, it can play games and DVDs, which is pretty useful for a game system. And yeah, this is all it really does. On the door, you can flip the PlayStation logo to its side, like this. And it's supposed to do that because you can stand it up like this. So now the Sony logo is upright and the PlayStation logo is upright. Because it kind of looks stupid when it's like this. But you can turn it like this. And I've always thought that was a cool feature, and it is also present on the other slimmer PlayStation model. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The slimmer PlayStation model I think is a bit cheaper and boring because it has this thing that pops up like this, kind of cheap and flimsy, but it's cool. This is good for like if you want to take it on the go or whatever. But yeah, now that we have this restoration complete, it is time to end it. So that'll do it for today's video. You will definitely be seeing a video of this in the future, so you should probably get your hopes up. Unless it doesn't work, but it seems to be working fine. There are no funny or there aren't any funny or bad noises. The lights are good. Everything's good. I guess if this is a completely working system, then that's a really good deal because these usually go for like $70 to $80 on eBay, maybe even more depending on the condition and what it comes with. But yeah, so this has been pretty fun and enjoyable. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get these vents down here, but I did just get a tool that should be able to get them. But yeah, so that'll do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below what you want me to do next and donate to my website, link in the description below. And if you have an old 8-volt power adapter for the PlayStation 2 Slim and you want to see a video on it, then donate it and I will be happy to do a video on it. So that'll do it for today's video. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Goodbye.